Welcome back, everybody, to Episode 3. Today I have 3 short stories of encounters with shadow people. I'm pretty sure we've all been there, sitting down, and off the corner of your eye, you just see somebody standing in the hallway. Waking up in the middle of the night, you thought you saw something. Well, I'm gonna be reading 3 stories today. They're not long, they're short, so I hope they entertain you. Shadow on the Bridge. I, as well, have seen one of these shadow individuals and might want to add my story to your assortment. My experience wasn't exactly just about up close and personal. One evening, this is about in the mid 2000s, my significant other and I were driving home from the supermarket. It was a dull and rainy night. Our condo is perhaps maybe 5 to 10 minutes away. We surely weren't in the creepy outlook type of mood. We just wanted to get home and get dinner started. As we drove across the bridge to an expressway, I saw a human like figure just stroll right to the middle of the bridge and gaze straight toward our vehicle. It's an unusual place where this figure was standing. The figure had a golden eye shine. However, even as our headlights touched the remainder of its body, no different highlights became apparent. Even though the lights hit its body, it was still completely shadow. We couldn't see anything. As we moved towards the figure, it jumped high up and apparently transformed itself into some kind of ball, which then ran into the gatekeeper rail on the left side of the street. Then, at that point, we could just see murkiness. I took a gander at my better half and said, "What the hell was that?" He had seen it as well and couldn't make sense of it. He was so significantly more surprised that he had not been fantasizing the whole thing. I have never known about any other person seeing these figures until I saw your site. Realizing that others out there have seen these shadow individuals kind of freaks me out. I don't have any, and I mean any, sign what it was that we both saw. However, perhaps it was a Sasquatch, or a devil, or perhaps it was some freaked out human. Who can say for sure? I accept what I saw and not what I think I saw. The experience justifies itself. I surmise a genuine inquiry. Are these creatures a novel, new thing to the earth, or something old? Furthermore, would they say that they are starting to show up increasingly more? Perhaps we'll figure it out in the course of our lives. However, I think every one of the people who have seen it realize that it was anything but a play on the creative mind, yet something we can't resist the urge to accept. I am kind of curious to know if there has been any more sightings of this individual, this shadow, or any other shadows around this area. Something to wonder. Shadow people around my house. I've been seeing shadow individuals for a long time. As of late, I've been seeing them a lot more obviously and for longer periods of time. However, I now and again see them move around the vehicles in the carport. My entire better half, my child, has seen them. They are dark shadows of individuals who move about the house and take off whenever people experience them, whenever they get seen. They appear to be innocuous. They are simply there. I don't think they are apparitions. The vast majority of people can't see phantoms. I know loads of individuals who see them and they have no clairvoyant capabilities or interest. Now, as far as what they might be seeing at her house, it could be something sounds more like residual haunting of some sort. If they just kind of disappear here and there. And as for regular people seeing them, I mean, you don't need the capabilities. If it's a type of residual haunting of sorts, they're just going to do it whether you're in tune to the afterlife or not. Shadow in the night. One night while sleeping in my room, I awoke unexpectedly and looked around, so I sat up on my bed. At the time, I didn't have any curtains on my windows. When I peered out the window, I noticed a dark shadow looking back at me. To put it simply, it had no face and was completely black. I was so terrified I couldn't move. I hid beneath my sheets because I was too terrified to switch on the lights. I also perplexed since who would be gazing at me from the second floor window. I told my mom about it the next day. I suppose she believed me. We covered the window with a blanket so it wouldn't annoy me anymore. It didn't affect me after that. But the next night, my mother informed me a black shadow appeared at her sliding door window. It was simply looking at her. So she got up and turned on the lights, but it was gone. She closed the drapes and walked away. So after that, she reminded me to close all the curtains in the home every night. My younger brother experienced the same incident a few years later. He awoke weeping and was so terrified to sleep alone for the next extended period of time. My younger brother was just 8 years old at the time. I'm not sure why these individuals disturbed us, but I can only offer you advice. Close your curtains at night so no one can see you sleep. And that has been 3 encounters with shadow people. I hope you enjoyed those stories. And if you did, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. If you have any stories or anything you wish to tell me, you can send them to the email on screen. So thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, have a creepy night.